Now, if you don't know what an HBCU is, it is a historically black college and university, and a PWI is a predominantly white institution. Well, in this video today, I'm going to give you some things, actually 7 things to consider when picking out and selecting the best college for you or your student. Yeah, should you go to an HBCU or should you go to a PWI? Hey, welcome to the Kantis Simmons Show. Hey! 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 Yes, welcome to the Kantis Simmons Show. If you guys are watching this on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, I want to say welcome. I would absolutely love to hear where you're from in the comments down below. Let me know where you're from. Also, if you know someone who could use this information, hey, be so kind to go ahead and share this video with them. So I'm going to jump right into the content today. It's all about HBCUs versus PWIs. Now, actually, before I give you that, I want to let you know that coming up here in a few days, I'm doing an all-out training on how to pay for college. You know, one of my stories is that I received 3 college degrees and I didn't pay a single penny to do so. And I've helped hundreds or maybe thousands of students and parents find scholarships and find money they need to attend college. Well, on this coming weekend, I'm probably sure when you're watching this video, on November 21st, I'm doing a live, about 3-hour training from A to Z on college paid in full, how to locate and land scholarships, you know, to pay that college tuition bill. So if this is something that can be helpful for you, it's absolutely free. Simply go over to collegepaidinfull.com. Maybe there's a family member that you have that could use this information. And it's going down this Saturday morning, November 21st, 9 o'clock, I think 9 o'clock Eastern. And we're going to teach and we're going to do live Q&A. We're going to teach, we're going to do live Q&A, and I'm going to take you through the entire process. So if that's something that you would love or feel like be very beneficial for you or your family or somebody you know, hey, simply have them go to collegepaidinfull.com. All right, collegepaidinfull.com. So let's jump right into it. HBCU versus PWI. Now, HBCU is historically black college or university, and a PWI is a predominantly white institution. Now, here's the cool thing about it. I have attended both. Yes, I got a BS degree in chemistry from Norfolk State University, which is a historically black college or university. Oh, here it is. Boom. And after leaving Norfolk State University, I went to Lehigh University, where I got a Master's of Science degree in Polymer Science and Engineering. Boom. And then also got another degree from Georgia Tech and a master's degree in Textile and Fiber Engineering. So I've had the great privilege of attending both. Now, of course, one was on the undergrad level and the other 2 were on the master's degree level. Now, let me just give you 3 things that I consider, 3 things about the differences between some HBCUs. Number 1, culture. Yes, the culture of an HBCU and the culture of a PWI is completely different. For example, right, when you go to a historically black college and university, people don't make it to the football games on time, right? They make it just in time for the halftime show with the marching bands, because marching bands is a huge part of the historically black college and university, right? I actually used to be in the marching band in high school. I'm a band head. I was drum major for 2 years, but when I went to college, hey, I decided to focus on my academics. But that's one thing that's different. Now, at a predominantly white institution, hey, most of the fans are there. They're early. They're painted out. They are supporting their school. Hey, you go to a HBCU, it could be a fashion show, all right, at the game. All right, so that's one thing that's different. Not only that, but just the culture, meaning At an HBCU, you have everybody's pro-black. Why? Because most of the people that attend the university are pro-black. However, by doing that, you experience some of the things that happen in the black culture, right? The movies, excuse me, the music, the fashion, the lingo, just the entire dynamics. PWI, hey, you have some great experiences, some great things like because I am a black male, there were some things that I absolutely had to learn about the predominantly white culture. And there were some things that absolutely amazed me. And it was awesome. So culture is one thing. Another thing that's different is resources, right? You can go to a historically black college, and when I say resources, I think resources in the only reason they're different is because in a lot of predominantly white institutions, they've been around a lot longer and the financial support has been there. And so because of the financial support, they've had a head start on they've had a head start on maybe some of the funding and the grants to do some of the things at the colleges, right? So a lot of the historically black colleges have great resources, but they're playing catch up, right? They're catching up to certain aspects. I know specifically at Norfolk State University, when I was there, we were just getting a graduate degree program in material science and engineering. However, in other predominantly white institutions, they've had master's and PhD programs and the funding that goes along with that. So culture, resources, and the last thing is diversity. Yeah, when you go to an HBCU, most of the people there are black. When you go to a PWI, hey, most of the people there are white. However, you do have a lot of minorities that attend predominantly white institutions. You have blacks, you have Asians, you have Hispanics, you have people from Thailand. I remember when I was with the Lehigh University, they had so many students come over from Thailand to take courses at the university. And because of this, it allowed me to see and experience how other people live, how they think, and learn about their background. So when considering an HBCU versus a PWI, hey, those are some differences. Now, what I want to do in this video, I want to give you 7 things real quick, right? 7 things real quick to determine if a college is perfect for you. All right, let's jump right into it. Number 1, I want you to consider the academic programs, right? Based on the major that you are interested in going into, how's the academic program? You know, a lot of times people can attend a college or university because it's the tradition in their family, or their grandparents went there, or there's somebody on the staff that's a family member, or somebody on the alumni staff that's a family member. No, I believe you should pick a college and university because of the academic program. For example, you do not want to attend a business school when you want to major in maybe science or engineering. Because if the school's programs are strong in business, or maybe business and finance, the science and engineering may be lacking. So you want to assess schools based on the academic programs. Hey, does that school have the major? Does that school have the support for the major you want to go into? Do they have programs? Do they have fundings and resources? So you want to consider a college based on the program, based on your major. Here's the second thing that you want to consider: affordability. Yes, at the end of the day, you know, I say selecting a college is just like selecting a car or picking out a house or maybe picking out a prom dress. You have to try it, you have to put it on, and you have to make sure you can pay for it. So when you're looking at a college, is it affordable? Does it line up with the finances that you have? Does it line up with maybe the funding resources and the scholarships and some of the access to the money that you would need for college? Is it affordable to you? right? The tuition, the room and board, the services, the other fees. Is it affordable? And actually, in my training, collegepaidinfull.com, I actually break that down, right? The college finances, how much it costs, how to get access to the government's money, other people's money, and even use your money. But you need to consider, is it affordable? All right. Here's the third thing: location, location, location. So I'm originally from Atlanta. This is where I live now today. And I was raised on the east side of Atlanta in Decatur. And when I was considering going to a college, I wanted to be far enough away from home, but I can get back home when I need to. You know, at one time I was considering going to California to go to college. And I'm like, okay, Atlanta's here, California's way over here. All right. If my mom and dad wanted to come, it was always a plane ride, a plane trip, right? If my brother and sister wanted to come, it's a plane ride. But I said, you know what? Let me consider Florida or some school up on the East Coast, right? Because of the location, it was drivable. Not only that, you want to ask yourself, do I want to be in a location where it's a city or the college is in the country? All right? Because there's one historically black college, Tuskegee, great institution, right? Tuskegee University down in Alabama, Tuskegee, Alabama, right? When you get off the expressway, you have miles and miles to drive to the campus. And it sits, to me, out in the middle of a field. Really? So you want to consider the location. Actually, I went to Norfolk State University in Norfolk, Virginia. Hey, it was a beautiful area, right? You had the city, you had the beach, which were a few miles away, right? The city wasn't as big as Atlanta, but it was a nice city. And you want to consider location. All right. Here's number 4. The fourth thing that you want to consider is on-campus facilities and amenities. Let's just keep it real. If you're going to attend a college, most likely you're going to be there 4 to 5 years. So you want to make sure that the facilities are appropriate. All right. You want to make sure that the facilities and the amenities are suitable for your needs. Check out the dorms, check out the classes, check out the cafeteria. Look at all the things that they have on the campus. You know, one of the cool things that a lot of the colleges have today, they have these 3D virtual tours. We call them virtual tours, where now you can log on to the internet, go to the college's website, and you can do a virtual tour of the college and university. When you are considering which college is perfect for you, I want you to think about the on-campus facilities and the amenities. If you have the opportunity to go there and actually go into the dorm, hey, go into the dorm. Sit on the beds. Do they have suites or is it like a dorm room? Is there apartment housing next to the campus or is it, bunk beds, all right? Bunk beds, right? You want to consider all of those things. You want to look, the cafeteria, all of those things you want to consider. So that's why it's also important that I recommend that you actually, if you can, you do college visits. Take the time to go around and visit different colleges, all right? So the fourth thing there was on-campus facilities and amenities. Here's the fifth thing if you're taking notes. What are the activities at the campus? Yeah. Are there things to do outside of the classroom? Are there activities on the weekend? Are there activities during the middle of the week? Not only that, but what about, are there organizations and groups that you can join that's going to help benefit your career? My recommendation is that every college student needs to be involved in at least 2 extracurricular activities, or maybe 2 organizations. You want to get into an organization or participate in extracurricular activity that's one, wrapped around your major. For example, if you want to major in chemistry, is there a chemistry club or a science club or American Chemical Society organization that you can participate in? And number 2, Find an organization or participate in extracurricular activity that is wrapped around something of your interest, right? Maybe there's soccer. Maybe there's intramural sports. Maybe there is basket weaving. Maybe there is a poetry club. Everyone needs to get involved, because here's the real deal. Once you come out of college and you're applying for a career, you want to be able to leverage some of the things that you did or participated with in your extracurricular activity. All right. So pick an activity that's based around your career and your major, and then find something that you are interested in, you just absolutely enjoy. But does the campus have student activities? Do they have things going on? Is there a football team? Is there sports? Right? Is this an all boys school, all girls school? Right? You want to consider all of those things. So number 5 is student activities. Here's number 6. Number 6 is career support. Yes, as you matriculate through the college and university, it's so important that you take the time to ask yourself, do I have the support to now find a job? Not just a job, but a career. Is there funding? Are there resources that can support you going to the next level? Yeah, maybe you majored in business. Is there a department? Is there support to help you make sure that you're equipped in the business field and you're equipped to land a job in your career field? So number 6, you want to consider, does the college have a strong career support? And here's number 7. Number 7 is, how does the college feel? Yeah, does it feel like home? Right? When you visit the college, when you look at the experience, and you talk to students, when you spend time on the campus through a visit, how does it feel? How does it feel physically? But deep down in your gut, how does it feel? When you're on campus, do you feel a sense of peace? Inward peace. When you talk to your parents and you guys are making the final decision, maybe you're a student and you're talking to your parents, what's the consensus of your parents? Or maybe you're a college student right now, or an adult college student. In your inward gut, how does this decision feel? Not only externally, but inwardly. Just to be honest with you guys, when I came out of high school, I wanted to go to Florida A&M University, right? FAMU, Historically Black College down in Tallahassee, Florida. Number 1, because I wanted to march in the marching band. I believe they have one of the top marching bands in the world. And in high school, I was a drum major, so I wanted to, potentially go to that college university. And things shifted. I had a scholarship offer from FAMU. However, just to be honest with you, my SAT scores were 40 points lower than what was required for that scholarship. And so I had to make a decision. And I heard of Norfolk State University. Yeah, I heard of Norfolk State University. And I had never, ever heard of the university. But the opportunity was there. The funding was there. They had my major. I loved the location. And I had some support around me. And you know what? It felt good. It felt good to go to a college and university where nobody knew me, right? It felt good to say, you know what? I can make new friends. I can see new things. Now, FAMU, a lot of my friends, a lot of the people that I hung out with, they went to FAMU. And when it came down to it, I made a decision to go to Norfolk State University. Because of the affordability, they paid a full scholarship. I could have still went to FAM, but I had to come out of pocket on a few things. But at the end of the day, it felt right for me. So I asked you, number 7, how does it feel? All right. So number 1, when you're considering a college, I want you to consider the academic program. Do they have the major that you want to go to? And what's the academic program like? Do they have a department that's supporting the major that you want to go into? Affordability, cost. Is it affordable for you? Right? Is it a private school? Is it a public school? Right? What's the cost of tuition, room and board, activities, fees? You want to consider all of those things. Number 3, location, location, location. How far is it away from the house? Does the city look like the city you would like to live in? Is it in the mountains? Is it a rural area? Is it suburban? Inner city? You want to consider those things. Location, location, location. Number 4, how are the facilities? You're going to be living there for the next 4 to 5 years. How are the facilities? Number 5, what activities do they have on campus? Are there things to do? Are there things that you can participate in? Hey, how's the culture there? Number 6, will they support your next career goal? Will they help you find a job? Will they prepare you for the next phase in your education? Number 7, how does it feel? Does it feel like home? Does it feel like home? Listen, those are 7 things that I believe that you should consider when selecting a college and really identifying if a college is perfect for you. Now, if this was helpful for you, hey, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let me know this was helpful down below some kind of way. Also, let me know, go ahead and let me know, hey, what colleges are you considering, an HBCU versus PWI? Go ahead and let me know if you've already made a decision. Leave it in the comments. And if I can help you come up with, the money to pay for college, listen, I'm having a free college funding workshop. It's called College Paid in Full. And I'm going to actually break down and show you how to locate and land scholarships to pay the college tuition bill. It's a free workshop. I've never ever done this. I'm going to do it's going to be about 3.5 hours of teaching. I'm going to teach a little section. We're going to do live Q&A. Teach a little bit more, live Q&A. And my desire is to walk you and your family through the process on funding the college tuition bill. So simply go over to collegepaidinfull.com. If you're watching this, I'm going to do it live November 21st. If you're watching this after November 21st, hey, I'll leave the website up and have some resources over there so you can still identify how to pay for college. Hey, listen, I'm Kantis Simmons. I'm so excited that you have decided to be here. Again, don't be so greedy with this message and this content. If you know somebody that can use this, hey, be so kind to forward it to them. Maybe you're an educator. Hey, show it to your students. Feel free to pull it up on the big screen in the classroom. Hey, turn it on your television. Watch it on your cell device and, anywhere around here that you can subscribe to this channel or become a follower and friend. Hey, do that. Hey, I'm Kantis Simmons. Remember this, only one game in life counts, and that's your A game. Hey, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.